reading for Tropical Storm Adrian. Now, first off, this is just the reading for the storm, not doing any personal readings. If you're wanting that, go to the tarot side of Twitch. Anyways, let's get started with the Hierophant reversed. So, what this tells me is that not all the eyes are not focused on Adrian right now. Sure, it's the first storm of the season, but there's something else brewing that's gonna be taking all the attention. That's what I'm picking up here so far. Like, people are like, okay, it exists, oh well, move on, type deal. And that's what I'm picking up. King of Wands. Now, visionary, master of creativity and intuition, fully open to divine inspiration, and accomplishes tasks with confidence and authority. So, Adrian's going to be taking charge. It definitely has the potential to get strong. That's definitely something to watch out for. So, what I'm getting here is the storm could very well get strong. It could be a decent storm, despite all eyes focused on something else at the time being. Queen of Wands. Man, there's a random gnat. Okay. Queen of Wands. Truthful, balanced, strong, and above all, attuned to her inner forces. So, again, the storm does have the potential to be strong. There's going to be probably little deviation in the models with the storm. And the storm's going to be pretty well organized. So, pretty much pretty textbook. Tropical storm, even hurricane. This thing could very well become a hurricane. Although, it's going to have a tough... Interesting here. 10 of cups reversed. Usually a time that means that it's going to be a bumpy ride. Probably more or less for the storm. It's going to get strong, but it could very well hit some hurdles. Probably dry air. I want to say wind shear, but El Nino says no. But I want to say dry air is going to be the culprit for killing the storm. But being a hindrance. So there's going to be a cap, and it's going to hit it quick. It's going to hit that cap. Knight of Pentacles, reversed. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. And it's not going to handle it too well. It's not going to handle this cap too well. It's going to be a bit feisty with it. Feisty with its response to it. And it's probably going to fall apart. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed kind of does refer back to that. That the storm's going to have a hard time, and it's going to have a... It's going to hit its peak prematurely, and it's not going to recover from it. The Tower. Yeah, this storm is definitely not going to be pleasant. But the fact we got the Tower and the Ten of Cups reversed in the same reading, that's a red flag. Normally, I'd say that this thing is going to be a major threat to land, but with what I'm seeing with other cards, it might not necessarily be like, this may not be geared toward what the storm's going to hit, but these could be geared to the storm itself. Like I said, the storm is going to fall quick. It's going to possibly try to rapidly intensify, but in the end, it is going to end up rapidly detensifying. Justice. But I'm thinking a new angle in this. That race. This might prove to be a hindrance for that race, that canoe race, going from California to Hawaii. It may produce rough surf. We may have some issues with that. Picking up justice. This means interaction with people. There's going to be interaction with people with this storm. Maybe not directly. But that's where the creative side of this comes in. This may not be a direct threat to people, but it's going to find a way to be a threat to people. That race might have some issues with Adrian. Eight of Wands reversed. Okay, Eight of Wands reversed. That might be a sign of a lot of precip for the storm. The line is pointing downward. Downward movement indicates energy coming from the divine. Okay, this is energy going to the divine. The rough seas that the storm's going to create may cause some of those racers to sadly capsize and probably not going to make it. This could very well spell disaster. They should not have this race during hurricane season, especially during an El Nino year. That's what I'm getting here. And then the Three of Swords to top it all off. Three of Swords. Penetrates the heart of illusion. It is our call to life with a new, clearer perspective. This can be a painful process because we must let go of the attachments that limit us in our journey into awareness. Swords of reason or intellect. Okay, so this is more or less advice to avoid this fate. Basically, those racers, I hope they are aware of the storm, because they would need to plan accordingly. Otherwise, they may not survive. That's what I'm getting here. This storm could very well produce a bit more of a disaster than previously thought. Yeah, this is more or less geared. This is a warning for the racers. They're not paying attention. They're not paying attention to the storm, and they need to. This is what I'm picking up here, for sure. Yeah. There's gonna be some issues with that race because of Adrian roaming about. This may not necessarily be, like, right off the bat, but as this gets closer to where the race is happening, it's gonna have some issues. Maybe not directly, but it's gonna cause rough seas, rip current type issues, and swells. Yeah, there's gonna be some swells, and that's gonna have some issues with the race. That's what I'm picking up here. Now, how that ties with justice. Maybe someone that's on some sort of enhancing drugs that's probably banned in this kind of race will have karma bite them in the ass with the storm. That might be probably something along those lines. But also, yeah, this is definitely gonna spell disaster for that California to Hawaii canoe race. But yeah, that's about it. Stay safe out there. See you in the next video or stream. Bye.